All right. They convinced me with that cheer. So, are we going to unpause?
I'm just making sure they are ready. They are, in fact, and we're going to go ahead and give them a little countdown. There we go.
You know, it's interesting to see that DRG expanded to the upper left, or I guess center left, I should say. I feel like that is so that he has position to bully the Terran out of the upper left expansion. Because with mech, it's going to be very hard to take the center right expansion, excuse me.
And you know, it's going to help him with his creep, having it spread all the way up there, give him a lot of lanes that he can choose to run down, just move those Ultralisks around the map oh so quickly. And we even have, right now, DRG making even a few Banelings. And Banelings, you look at them versus mech and you're like, you know, they don't really get the damage bonus that much, only against Hellions. The splash damage, obviously, tanks are really good against them. It takes 1 billion of them to kill a Thor, but sometimes we get the mech army really squished up into a ball, and then the Banelings become amazing against it.
Yeah, we've seen ST do that a lot. Wait. Infestors.
Oh, that Infestor.
They're going to go into the expansion.
Very nice. Now he's going to want to get out of there with those Infestors. Those are going to do a lot of damage, and he doesn't care. He's just going down. In the meantime, a lot of damage being done at that natural base, but it will get cleaned up. The Ultra's coming down, but the Thor is doing a lot of damage to him. He doesn't have that many Ultras yet.
Okay, he's going to have to evacuate that base and just give it up. SCVs were killed there, but it's not as impactful as this hatchery getting blown up.
Right, and the third base of MarineKing almost under attack there, but no, he actually went in the wrong direction. Kind of just running around a little bit weird how he's doing that, but nice Banelings taking out a lot of SCVs. MarineKing getting ready to attack the natural of DRG. And that is quite a powerful force he has.
DRG get a little bit too greedy here?
He may have Tasteless. We still have more Ultralisks on the way. They've come down now. Uh-oh.
There's one stupid Ultralisk.
He was eager.
He was way too ambitious. Also note, all the Overlords are over this base, so if he keeps hitting them, DRG will get supply blocked. In fact, he's almost there.
Yeah, he's actually right now supply blocked. And here we go. He's flanking in from all sides. A ton of units coming in. Those Ultras doing huge amounts of damage, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and kill this army off with this beautiful Ultralisk composition.
Unbelievable.
Some Hellions coming in and trying to kill whatever they can. In fact, they even torch an Ultralisk. Not used to seeing that.
Yeah, look at this interaction. Hellions against Ultralisks. We rarely see this happen. I guess we now know that Hellions can very effectively kite Ultralisks.
Yeah. Well, we have MarineKing continuing to put on pressure, but you know his army's very small at this point. When you have a small mech army, it's not nearly as powerful as a big one. Oh, but he's going to get a couple Ultralisks for free. Nice move by MarineKing.
Up at the top center, once again, this expansion being lifted. MarineKing just needs to land that again and get this going. One Baneling rolls in, and okay, I had to actually look under the command center with my previous screen to see if he had burrowed under there or anything. He did not.
All right, so we have 3-3 upgrades on all the mech units of MarineKing. And right now on 3-3 on DRG's units as well, so just perfect upgrades all around. And DRG, if he has to hold this base, he cannot go down to 2 bases against the 3 bases of MarineKing.
Let's see if he can.
He doesn't have all that many units.
I think he lost too many stray Ultralisks now.
I think you might be right, Tace. There's some good fungal growths going off, but he is in fact going to go ahead and kill this hatchery. Great play by MarineKing.
MarineKing being a boss nerd. Took out that base. If he could secure the 4th. And once again, go down and take out the 3rd base over here, bottom right, or I'm sorry, bottom center, excuse me. MarineKing wins, basically.
Well, it's still, you know, the supply is even at 114, and he's coming up now to that natural with some lings. No units around to help. He's also got a couple Ultralisks coming up, but he's got to be careful not to lose those. He really needs to get a big group of Ultras to actually try to attack the Thors a little bit later on.
And it looks like MarineKing, again, in a pretty good position, even with the barracks landed at the bottom right, to make sure that no stray drone can just plant a hatchery there. I think what will probably happen is MarineKing pushes at like 160 or to maxed, and try to steamroll DRG.
Well, DRG right now, what he's doing with this little squad of units is just trying to buy time, keep MarineKing running around near his base so that he doesn't attack. In fact, oh, that would have been a good runaway by DRG. He cannot lose a single Ultra right now. The Ling's not as important, but really he just needs to get a lot of units as they are equal in supply right now.
All right, he's just going to keep building up. DRG just doing whatever it takes to try to shave off a few SCVs at each expansion, here and there. Right now, okay.
Oh, no! It looks like he's trying to trap these Ultras, and he does it!
God, that's
a
so
surround
good.
on the
He's
Ultras!
Surrounding them and stopping with the Hellions.
Oh my god, DRG is the Bamboo Zerg, but it looks like MKP is the Panda Terran.
Oh, nice. Oh, Artosis, that was good. Now, let's see if he actually does get in here. This angle, by the way, very bad for the Zerg. It's a tight little area. Zerg wants to have surrounds.
And, I mean, he's killed off a macro hatchery moving through. He's in this little choke right now. Uh-oh, the Ultra's just running away, and two of them just being picked off oh so quickly. As mentioned before, when the Thors get into a big group, they're very good.
Oh, he even lands the mules as the battle begins. Let's hope MKP wins this.
And it looks like he will, in fact, win it. Those Thors still have enough hit points to take out whatever's going to pop out of these things.
Oh, but you know, these extra Zerglings. No, never mind. Actually, it's fine.
GG. MarineKing taking game #1 with some fantastic mech play after a failed blue Hellion attack.
That was really well played.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was screwed after the Hellions got blocked.
Well,
I really thought he was in trouble.
You know, he transitioned out of it very nicely with a couple armories and going into that mech play. Dana and DJ Wheat, what do you guys think about that game?
Well, you know, one thing to keep in mind, just outside the game, is that DRG did win that first best of 3 in their Winter Arena Championship. But, I mean, like right now, again, like MarineKing looking very, very solid. Even DRG, I think, surprised at a few points in that game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Mech is incredibly underrated in that matchup, and a lot of the reasoning behind it is that it's kind of hard to get going. It's so difficult to deal with Zergs who take that many bases, but you saw MarineKing seize control, despite everything that was going on all game long, was in a really good position to defend all his expansions, played very calm, didn't overbuild tanks, relied primarily on the fact that Thors can move and shoot. Tanks make it very difficult to defend too many positions. However, dual sight was the main reason that mech play worked. The distance between the top and the bottom half, the MarineKing Prime and DRG half, very small, so he could do those pushes and pull back, and I think DRG is going to be in a much more comfortable situation in games 2 and 3.
You know, another thing to note is that he had so many stray Ultralisks.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
You have to keep them together.
This is actually a problem with every Zerg that uses Ultralisks. You know, they have the Ultras sitting in an area, and then a couple of them are just close enough that they go to attack. Someone has got to get to that booth and tell them, use that whole position.
Do you think he should have used the Infestors more on the harassment front rather than just small groups of Lings? And
I think he probably should use the Infestors more on the defensive front. Maybe. I actually don't know.
I liked some of the moves he tried to pull with them, but one thing I want to point out is that once you kill the first mech army, Terrans almost always go into mostly Thors and then some Hellions as well. At that point, it's really good to get Neural Parasite because Neural Parasiting Thors is amazing. If you take like 3 of their Thors in a 9 Thor army, then suddenly you're down to fighting really 6 Thors.
Learning math here at MLG.
Wow.
Artosis, you're the best.
That was
we
deep,
will be back
Dan.
soon.
Because 3 of them are 3 and 3, man. They equal out.
You know that Muppet the Count or whatever? He's going to lose his job at Sesame Street soon, Artosis. Watch out. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have game #2 between DRG and MarineKing Prime.